Peace, peace, family. Waiting for more people to come in. How we doing today? Hope all is well. Peace, peace, Craig. Hope all is well with you. Let people come in before I start communicating. That's some wild shit last night, man. I had to sage my apartment, man. It felt like something was attacking me and shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I felt like I had like, I don't know, it just felt like something was attacking me and shit. I had let this female come over here and sit with me for a minute. And, you know, I let her take me to the store. I had to get an AC for the front room. And got back here. And, you know, I set everything up and shit. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting around, I'm chilling, whatever. And out of nowhere, like, when it got dark and everything, it felt like I was looking into the closet area, and I seen something standing there looking at me and shit. And I took the picture. One of our Facebook friends took a picture and sent it back to me, and I seen the being that was standing there. I'm like, what the fuck? So at first I was like, I ain't paying no attention to it. So then it felt like something was attacking me, like, you know, fucking with me, like. And I'm like, what the fuck? And early that day, you know, I got in here, I had similar situation, like something was like fucking with me and shit. So I said, fuck this shit. I jumped up. After I did my live, I jumped up and I fucking saged this whole fucking place, man. Which I'm gonna sage it again when I get up again. I'm gonna sage it again. But I saged the motherfuckers. I'm like, man, what the fuck is that in here, right? And I kept feeling like something kept like, it felt like I was being attacked by bugs and shit. Like on my ankles and shit. And I'm like, hold up, man. And I'm like, I don't know if she had bugs in her car or whatever the fuck, or something was on her and she brought it in here. So I saged her, the chair she was in. I sprayed it with fucking insect spray, bug spray and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I just said, fuck it. And I just saged the whole fucking apartment, man. I'm like, fuck this shit. So I'm like, you know, I said, she can't come in here. Cause that shit, even like when I was in her car, I felt like it was like I don't know if she got bugs or what, but it just felt like her. And then her energy is so fucked up, like. And then she took that damn fucking shot, man. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, nah, we know we shouldn't be fucking with her at all. We shouldn't even be in her fucking vicinity, man. So I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking to myself, like, she got something on her, man. Something's on her. You can't be fucking around with her. Not like that. So, you know that you can't be fucking with that. So, I was like, Nah, I can't fuck with that girl, man. Not even on some friendship shit. I can't even like just be like, Because for some reason, I don't know if my energies, something was on me and they was trying to get rid of it or what. But that shit right there, man, was some creeping out shit. Because it was like, and I saw the entity that was standing in the motherfucking hallway. I ain't never seen that shit before. That was something new to me, standing there. I was like, did somebody like send some shit my way? Because this shit, I don't know what the fuck that shit is. So I'm like, something going on. Something ain't right. So I just saged the motherfucking shit, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna sage it for a couple of days. I know I gotta get some stuff to put in here to ground out and keep those negative energies away. And I got my Himalaya salt lamp. I turned that motherfucker on. I left that shit on all night. I said, fuck this. I'm like, I'm not with this shit. Because that shit ain't never, that shit, it happened before, but it happened a long time back. And I ain't had to sit here and had no situation where I felt like I was being attacked by something or by bugs or some shit. I don't do fucking bugs. First of all, I don't do all that bug shit. And when I got in her car was dirty. It looked like I had mentioned to her, I'm like, you want me to help clean your car out for you? Because this shit, why you allow your kids to do all that, right? I'm like, man, I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, man, I'm like, I can't fuck with this chick like that. Not even on some friendship shit, because she got too much going on. I didn't even do a reading on her before I even got in her shit. But I felt like her energies was fucked up, due to the fact that she took that damn shot. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to give it I ain't gonna be in her car that long. Just go in there and then get what I'm gonna get and take my ass home type shit. But now every time I go near these people that got these damn shots, I feel like something attacking me, bro. I feel like something's like trying to enter my space on some other shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? For real? And it's like the people that got these shots, man, and you don't want to, I don't want to label nobody and be like, oh man, this, that, and the other, treat people bad. But it's like, man, this shit fucked up, bro. This shit fucked up. Like, they don't even think, like, she was doing dumb shit. I'm like simple ass shit, she was doing dumb shit. Like, her mind wasn't even, her coordination, everything was off. I'm like, and I heard people talk about the shit, and I'm like, these motherfuckers can't even think no more, man. Like, simple shit, like, I'm like, wow. I had to come in here, I had to take a shower. When I got out, I said, man, this shit is crazy. I should have took a shower when I got back here, as soon as I got back here, but I didn't. I had to end up spraying my chairs and shit. I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck she had going on, but that shit was not cool. So, basically, today's live is surrounded around the movie Bliss. Now, Bliss basically is about this man that ends up, like, when the movie starts, he's like trailing these illusions that he's having in his mind, that he wants to get to his daughter's graduation. But in fact, the graduation has already happened. He's like still living in the past type situation. Now, what this said, he's at his job and he's sitting there and keeps pondering what he has to do. And he's drawing pictures of what his life was before. His daughter and all that shit. And he's drawing pictures of this woman that he's portraying. So he ended up sitting there and his boss keeps calling him to come into this office to talk to him. So, time goes by, so he calls for his medication to get a prescription on his medication. But, he ends up hanging up from that. And it ended up being that, he couldn't get a prescription filled. So he finally breaks down and he leaves off his office and he goes into his boss' office. Now, his boss is not there. His boss is in the bathroom, but he doesn't know it. So then his secretary tells him that he'll be back in a minute, just have a seat. So then he's sitting in there and he's waiting on him to come. So he's like in this phase, like phased out phase. He's like, dreaming in his dream state. And he's hallucinating shit. So then his boss comes in and he's talking to him and he's breaking down how, he fucked up and he's going to fire his ass. So he finally tells him, I'm just going to cut to the chase, tell you fired. You got to get the fuck out. So then he's sitting there telling him, you got to get the fuck out. So he's not hearing what he's saying. He's phasing everything out. Then all of a sudden, he jumps up and he knocks the man to the ground. And the man hits his head on the desk and he's dead. So now he's like, oh shit. And he finally comes back to his senses. And he sees this man laying down on the fucking ground, dead. So then he takes him and he sticks him to the wall of the window in his office and pulls the curtain around him so he can't be seen. So then the secretary comes in. He says, oh yeah, he's still having a ride back. Just tell him I went out to lunch and I'll be back. So then he goes across the street, and meanwhile you can see the man from the window as he's leaving the building. So he goes over to have a drink at the bar across the street. This is where he encounters the lady that later is known as his wife, the one that's in the picture. She gives him a certain task to do in order to help him with the problem that he has going on. And she starts to break down about the non-characters that are participating in this reality, which everything is false. So, make a long story short, he goes off on this mission with this lady, and she's basically showing him that it's all an experiment. It's actually not real. It's something that is not real. It's something that they basically been traveling and going through these wormholes back in time and having these experiences and changing and altering these selective dimensions that they are going in with these non-character actors, and some that are real and some that are not. So it kind of like put me in the mind and it was obvious something that I've already talked about, and I was breaking down to people about these 9 characters and the ones that are truly real from the ones that are not. And more that I see this evidence, it's becoming more obvious that this is what is going on here. From the littlest degree of acknowledgement to the biggest things that occur on a daily basis is rewriting everything. Everything that we know, everything that we believe, everything that we come into contact with is giving us a different sense to what it is that we are encountering here. Being that we are on a spiritual mission and we are being trained and we are being shown and we are going into things that we've never seen before until now. Things are birthing out, showing us our reality. Now, yesterday, I talked more about your energies and collectively grounding your energies. It was kind of ironic that I was speaking on that. And I was putting all that into perspective. And how your energies are waiting to ground with you as you are tapping into that source which lives inside of you. And being that all these energies are coming to you. Now, I noticed that a lot was happening with that development that we were starting to reveal as we were moving into this different timeline. This different timeline is what we've been manifesting all along. You know, and being that our realm is changing, because a lot of people, like, you tell them that and they're like, oh my God, like, what do you mean the realm is changing? Well, just look around you. Look at all the different things that's happening right now. Look at the simultaneous ripples that's occurring. You feel me? If you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. Then you see people acting more weirder and doing more weird stuff. It's like, and we're seeing right now, like, it's like you can't even meet people and try to communicate with people. It's like something totally different is going on now. Peace, families. So the breakdown of it all, this blissfulness that's reoccurring in these blasts of energy, is only giving us a look into something that has been here all along, thus reshaping our current situations. So I noticed that, you know, even now more, you know, as I'm tapping into certain things, I've noticed that it's a lot going on, more than I realize right now. You know, and these mandates that they're trying to pull is only going to be strengthened, and it's going to cause people, you know, it's already causing people to separate. It's causing, you know, we're going through a hell of a lot of shit right now. You know, it's kind of hard to even say that I don't know if you got people around you that done took that shot, that are in your area, that are constantly coming into view with you. It's kind of hard not to come into the direction of that. Peace, family. It's kind of hard not to, get caught up in that web, because everybody that's pretty much, have did that, is around you. You can't really get away from it. Like, even in society, like in the public, when you go outside, you go to the store, it's like, there's so many of people just around you that are, unfunctional beings. And we're constantly being attacked by certain things, even more prevalent now, being who we are and our mission and what we're going into. So that movie Bliss really put things into perspective, that really gave me a different sense of mind of what is really targeting us, in so many ways. I had an ex-friend text me, and told me and was going off on my ass this morning, of course. And I told him, please don't send me that energy. I don't want that energy. I don't want to deal with no energies like that. This same person I tried to steer, they asked for my guidance, and I presented my guidance to them. But before that was even established, I was shown a vision. This is how I met this person. This is how this person came into my life. And I welcomed them into my area, thinking that they were on the same path as me. And once again, truly got fucking blown away by that one. Because, they sat up in here and act like they were about it, but they wasn't. And end up going backwards. So I told them they went backwards. So then now they text me early in the morning with 2 mile long ass fucking paragraphs, just telling me about their life and what they're trying to do and blah, blah, blah. And want me to give them this big ass speech. When the fact is that once you choose to go in the direction you go in, there's nothing else to talk about. Yeah, what I said to you and what I put together and was the truth. You asked me about something with the energies and why the energy's showing up, and you felt spiritually disconnected. But here it is, you allow your thoughts and to hinder you because you have a son and you're looking at the situation in your spiritual, and you're looking at the current situation with you being in one place, and you choose to go back to the narcissist. That's on you. That's not on me. That's like this, y'all. If I warn you that something is going to affect you, or that person is affecting you, and you go back to it, that's on you. You feel me? You have to deal with that. Now, my personal effects of the situation is that people lie. The intentions that you have. If you have negative intentions and you go off and you just you sit and you squaddle in my fucking area I allow you to come in my area. You sit and swallow in my area. And then you jump up and you go right back to the aggressor you had before. That don't make sense. I'd rather you if you went and started a whole new fucking chapter. And if I tell you that, your place is somewhere else, and it was shown to me in a vision, and I did a reading on you, countless readings on you, and you still go back and go backwards, well, what you know what I'm saying? That's like when you tell that's like when the energies keep telling you to do something and you don't do it. Obviously the energy's gonna say, fuck it, I'm done, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to learn off the hard way. So, what you expect? You feel me? Now you getting signs, shit coming to you in the sky telling you shit. And its position totally different now. See, but you're not seeing all that because you're not looking with a clear mind. You're not looking with a clear heart. So, but I shared that to you because I was looking at it in a clear heart. And it was brought to me, you were one of the spiritual tribes. But because you want to think flesh, and you want to, even gave you a way out. Presented a way out for you and yours. I don't know how many people would do some shit like that. But you still chose to go the other direction. As I tried to break it down to you, but, even now in that situation they back in, it's a down spiral. Now you done took a child and put a child in that shit? It's a down spiral. Now, I had spoke to that person's loved one, and they said, well, they'll probably end up helping them get out of that situation. I said, okay, cool. But I don't have nothing to do with that. That shit I'm done with that situation. I tried to help you. I showed you spiritually where you were supposed. That's like a lot of people. A lot of people that I come to, and I've contacted some of y'all, and I've given y'all pieces of stuff that was shown to me. Now it's up to you if you take advantage of that shit. You can't make nobody do what the fuck you want them to do. You feel me? And it ain't that I want you to do it. You feel me? At the end of the day, I'm good. I'm good in my aura. I'm good. If I decide to move, I'm a move. If I decide to go this, do that, you know what I'm saying? Just like you. You decide to do whatever you're going to do, you're going to do it. This is free will out here. But if something is shown to me, something comes to me and shows to me that you should be moving a certain kind of way, and you're not, and you become biased to what I'm telling you, well, that's your, you got to deal with that, not me. Either you don't shoot the messenger, you feel me? The messenger is only trying to give you a message. And if that's like if somebody come to me and say, well, they were shown that I'm supposed to be in a spiritual path with them. I'm supposed to be connected with them. We supposed to be going here or there. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is consult with my energies, and I'm gonna consult with the Great Mother on the whole ordeal, and go from there. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like this shit don't matter, and I'm still dealing with. I'm on this path of, fuck everything other than what I want to do. Or it ain't what I want to do, so I'm going to do something different. You should always look at what a situation is trying to tell you and move from that. You feel me? But she didn't do that. You feel me? She did the opposite. Her intentions was on some other shit. And she jumped up and she fucking went back to that situation because it deemed more necessary for her to do that. But don't come back to me and talk to me about your mishaps when you moved on with your energy. Don't put that energy on me. You feel me? I told you how I felt about the situation and what the energy showed me. It's a lot of shit that I could say, and I be getting messages about people, and I don't even tell them. I don't even tell them because it makes it seem like I want them to do that, or I'm trying to get them to do something. I'm not trying to get nobody to do a damn thing. You feel me? So that's why I just don't say nothing. I leave the shit alone. So yeah, that's what I was bothered with this morning with this person as they blocked my ass, because I wasn't giving in to the energies that they wanted me to give into and bring that energy around me. I refuse to allow somebody to bring their energies around. You know what I'm saying? I just said what I had to say about it, which is true. Anybody with any damn fucking sense can look at that shit and see that shit is not for you. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation that's going on in that environment. You know what I'm saying? If you would have went anywhere but there, you probably would be doing pretty great right now. You probably would be on a different path. That goes for a lot of people, man. They choose to go in the place, stay in the places where they at, knowing that it's not doing them no fucking good. Spiritually, it's not connecting them. It's more hindering them than anything. You feel me? Certain people got to stay where they at because the simple fact is that that's the path that's been made for them. You feel me? Everybody has their own path, but some of us link together because it goes back to the tribes. It goes back to understanding who your tribe is. Those are the ones you're supposed to be connecting with. Not these outsiders. But because we allowed ourselves to be steered away from our mission, our purpose, we tend to go in another direction. You feel me? Like, for example, I don't sit up here and watch people. I don't go watching people's lives and all that shit. I don't watch people videos they send me all the time. Because a lot of times that shit be mixed messages. And it be energy suckers. It be taking your fucking energy. So I choose not to be part of something. Like the whole V thing. I don't even want to be part of that V thing shit. I don't resonate with it. I don't even want to in my life or my personal life. I don't even want to have that shit around me. You feel me? That's what brought up about the when I allow somebody to come in here, being nice and shit and trying to socialize with them. And the shit that people got on them, like, I don't know, it's just like, fuck, like, motherfuckers got too much shit on them and they're unaware. They're unaware of what they got on them. That's the thing. They're unaware of it. And they're disconnected. Like my man was telling me, like Jock said, this is a bad time to be trying to meet people. This is a bad time to even be trying to come together with people. With all the different shit that's going on out here. And the shit that's on people. I find myself looking at all this shit on a daily basis, man. And it puts me back more into the mind of like saying like, man, fuck this shit. You know, this is a separate mission. This ain't a mission where, you know, we all the same, we all together. It's like people are just taking and doing what the fuck they want to do. So with that in mind, you got to do what you got to do. You know, everybody's not coming. You know, maybe in the near future people will come together. But right now, I don't see it happening. I don't see nothing happening. So the main thing for you to do is prepare yourself and protect yourself. That's it. That's all you can do. You can't do nothing else. You can't do nothing else, man. So that movie Bliss really taught me that, you know, the things that we are dealing with and the things that are underlying pushing us in a direction of no return. There's no returning from this. You know, I feel like the people that moved out of my life and moved in, went in their own direction and shit, there's no coming back from that. You feel me? You already done made your bed. You got to lie in that shit. It is what it is. I don't know what the fuck going on with this live, bro. They fucking with my phone. That's why I don't like doing this shit on my phone. I ain't gonna be on here much longer, y'all, because this bullshit playing around on my phone and shit, I don't like that. Screen going dark, coming back. I'm like, what the fuck? I put a VPN on here and they fucking with the VPN and shit. Ain't nobody saying no crazy shit on here. Not today. Ain't nobody doing all that today. I've been trying to make a point to where we are spiritually and physically in this shit. And how these people that done took these V's are fucking disconnected from everything. And they're trying to make this shit like it's something good. When these people are, minds is gone, man. They don't even know what's going on, what's happening to them. They really don't. I'm realizing that. Everything was cool before I allowed that young lady to come in here. You know, just trying to be cordial and shit. But I felt like it wasn't a good idea. I felt like it wasn't. Yeah, I felt like it wasn't. So, So yeah, I'll be saging my apartment again today. I'm gonna open the window, sage this motherfucker out once again. I saged it last night, but I didn't open the windows. But I'm gonna have to sage this motherfucker again. You know, if I gotta keep saging it until everything go clear out of this motherfucker, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, I feel like something was trying to attack my ass. I'm like, what the fuck? And then me sitting in her car, you know, I'm like, That's part of the reason why we gotta be very visual in what we doing. Let me turn this shit off. This weird ass movie, man. I ain't even fucking watching this shit. You can't say these people, man. Yeah, I know it's pausing and freezing. I know it's doing weird shit. I know they fucking with it. They was fucking with my, they took my VPN off again. My VPN ain't on here. Because they trying to get my location. They trying to get my IP address and get my location. See? It's all good, though. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I ain't going to be on here much longer anyway. I just came on here to talk to y'all a little bit, and I'm getting the fuck off. They monitoring people and they keeping tabs on motherfuckers. That's what that is. This is why I told y'all need to get off of social media. Y'all see the signs, y'all see what's going on, but y'all still on here. We supposed to be working outside of this shit. We supposed to be setting up shit outside of here, y'all. Not still sitting on here. Those people that are with me, you need to realize that, and we need to move in a different way. We need to come together some way, somehow. You feel me? I don't feel myself being on here very much longer. You know what I'm saying? There's too much shit going on. And I'm not delusional. I'm not in denial. I know exactly what the fuck is going on. You see me? You feel me? So, I'm not going to continue to keep, keep dealing with shit like that because, I know what's happening and I know what they trying to do. You feel me? I know what they trying to do. So, it's about y'all applying yourself and what y'all really resonate with. Most of these people on here that come on this shit, you know what I'm saying? Their minds are not even thinking about. They drop a little information in y'all and they keep it moving, or they talking about shit that be on their mind and they keep it moving. They're not into the unifying with everybody. They're not into all that. They ain't trying to unify with you. They just coming and telling you shit, and some of them don't even know what the fuck they talking about. Some of them just on here. They still sleep. Because how I know they sleep is because when I'm sitting and looking at their video, it's shit all behind them, all on the side of them, and over here, over there. But then when you come in their area, you don't see no kind of activity in their area. You don't see nothing in their space. So that automatically tells me that this person is disconnected. This person is not in tune. They're aware of some shit. Everybody's aware. But is they really aware? Is they really about this shit? Have they been reborn into this shit? No. It's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit people not seeing. So it still to be deeper than this. And y'all know it. If y'all been looking at my lives, y'all know that shit is very different now. And it's going to become more different. More and more. As time goes on, it's going to become more and more different. I was up early this morning. Yeah, something in here now. I see little specks of light. So, yeah. By all means, do your diligence. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you take from what I say, Just know that it's a positive thing. It's not nothing negative. I'm not trying to control anybody, your actions or whatever. I'm just trying to get you to think outside the box. Not in the box, outside of it. That's about it, though, y'all. I'm about to get off of here. Every time I turn around, there's some new shit with this motherfucker shit. You know? Can't really stay on here too long. Even now because of all the bullshit they do. And, you know, how they trying to cut off what you saying and shit. So, and monitoring what you say. You know? But facts remain, man. The facts remain. People already know what needs to be done. People already know what time it is. You either gonna move in a certain way or you gonna keep moving in the same direction. I choose not to keep moving in the same direction. I choose not to be on that same path. You know? Now, Jock wanted to get together and do a group outside of this. He wanted to establish something. But then now, I don't know if he wants to do it or not. So, I don't know. He hasn't said anything else to me about it. So, I was like, I don't know. I try to do shit like that, and people don't do shit. They still live in their same little lane. So, I don't even try to suggest shit like that no more. I mean, I still come and I tell people you should be together. You should be off of this social media. But it goes on deaf ears, I do believe. But some people will realize that was what they should have been doing all along. So I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Enjoy your day. Until we talk again.